Imagine growing up in a world where every step you take is shadowed by armed guards, where even playing in your backyard requires surveillance drones overhead. This is the reality for the children of billionaires and royalty, a life so extraordinary that even fairy tales pale in comparison. Today, we pull back the curtain on the most heavily protected children on Earth, heirs to empires, icons in waiting, and symbols of unimaginable wealth and influence. From royal palaces to Hollywood mansions, these young lives are cocooned in layers of security, luxury, and legacy. And we begin where protection reaches almost mythical proportions within the British royal family. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Meet Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, the young heirs to one of the most famous royal bloodlines in the world. Children of Prince William and Princess Kate, the Prince and Princess of Wales, these siblings are not merely public figures. They are living symbols of British history, a dynasty stretching back over 1,000 years. With such staggering lineage comes staggering responsibility and equally staggering protection. Prince George, born on July 22, 2013, is the eldest of the three and stands second in line to the British throne after his father. Even at his young age, George is already beginning to learn the delicate art of royal duty. Princess Charlotte, born on May 2, 2015, is known for her confidence and charm, often stealing the spotlight during public events with her poise and playful spirit. And then there's Prince Louis, born April 23, 2018, the youngest and a favorite among royal watchers thanks to his cheeky expressions and heartwarming antics during official ceremonies. But their lives are anything but typical childhoods. Their parents, William and Kate, are far more than figureheads. William, the son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana, is a future king. Kate, admired worldwide for her grace and relatability, has become an icon in her own right. Together, they oversee an astonishing fortune, hundreds of millions of dollars drawn from inherited estates, royal allowances, and priceless historical assets like Kensington Palace and Anmer Hall. Their wealth ensures that their children's futures are secured beyond imagination. For Prince George, the future is particularly golden. He is expected to inherit the Duchy of Cornwall, a vast estate generating millions annually. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, while not in direct line for such massive inheritances, will never know financial worry. Their very birthrights guarantee a life of privilege. But immense wealth and status also come with immense risks. From the moment they drew their first breaths, these royal children have lived under constant surveillance, not for the public eye, but for their own safety. The threat is real and ever present. At school, at home, even during private family outings, George, Charlotte, and Louis are under 24/7 protection by elite bodyguards. These aren't ordinary security teams. They are experts in threat assessment, martial arts, firearms, and emergency evacuation protocols. But perhaps their most unique layer of defense comes in a most unexpected form: their nanny. Maria Teresa Turian Borrallo, their full-time caregiver, is no ordinary nanny. Trained at the prestigious Norland College, a school that specializes in preparing nannies for royalty and the ultra-elite, Maria's training includes martial arts, defensive driving, cybersecurity, and even counter-surveillance techniques. While she cares for the children with affection and discipline, Maria is also a trained first responder, capable of neutralizing threats until security teams arrive. Maria joined the royal household in 2014 when Prince George was just 8 months old and has since become an indispensable member of their inner circle. Often spotted at major royal events, always in her distinctive Norland uniform, complete with a bowler hat and white gloves, Maria represents the perfect fusion of caregiver and guardian. Even the schools the royal children attend are fortresses in disguise. Entry points are strictly controlled. Security cameras watch every angle, and royal protection officers discreetly blend among parents and staff, constantly scanning for any sign of danger. When the royal family travels, the security operation becomes even more intense. Convoys of armored vehicles, armed escorts, and private security sweeps ensure that no detail is overlooked, whether the destination is a public engagement or a family vacation. For Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, their lives may seem charmed, but behind every public wave, every playful photograph, lies an intricate, relentless shield, designed to protect the future of the British monarchy itself. And as we move from royalty to Hollywood royalty, the next name on our journey carries a different kind of spotlight, one shaped by fame, fortune, and the digital age. Blue Ivy Carter, born into royalty, raised among legends. Our next story takes us into the heart of music royalty, where talent, wealth, and legacy converge. Meet Blue Ivy Carter, the firstborn daughter of two of the biggest icons in the world, Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Born on January 7, 2012, in New York City, Blue Ivy didn't simply arrive into the world. Her birth made headlines around the globe. Beyoncé and Jay-Z famously reserved an entire floor of the hospital to ensure her arrival was private, safe, and undisturbed, a glimpse into the extraordinary measures taken to protect her from the moment she drew her first breath. And since that day, Blue Ivy's life has been anything but ordinary. Even as a child, she has already achieved milestones that most adults could only dream of. At just 9 years old, Blue Ivy became the youngest Grammy Award winner in history, receiving recognition for her contribution to Brown Skin Girl, a song celebrating Black beauty and pride. Her contribution wasn't symbolic. Her voice became an integral part of a track that resonated worldwide, earning both critical acclaim and cultural significance. But Blue Ivy's accomplishments don't end at the recording studio. She has also joined Beyoncé on stage during the Renaissance World Tour, dancing in front of thousands of adoring fans, exuding confidence, presence, and the unmistakable charisma inherited from her legendary parents. Blue Ivy may still be young, but it's clear she's already a star in her own right. Her parents, Beyoncé, the Queen of Pop, and Jay-Z, a music mogul and business tycoon, have built an empire valued at over $1.8 billion combined. Beyond music, their portfolio includes real estate, champagne houses, entertainment companies, and cultural ventures that stretch across the globe. Their properties are nothing short of palatial. The Carter family owns a sprawling $200 million Malibu estate, one of the most expensive homes in the United States, a $26 million Hamptons mansion, and a luxurious penthouse in New York City. Private jets, yachts, designer wardrobes, and exotic vacations are simply part of Blue Ivy's everyday life. Yet despite being surrounded by unimaginable wealth and fame, her parents are remarkably intentional about how they raise her. Security is naturally paramount. Wherever Blue Ivy goes, she is accompanied by highly trained bodyguards, specialists in crowd control, threat detection, and rapid response. Whether attending public events, private vacations, or casual outings, her safety is meticulously choreographed behind the scenes. But it's not just about physical protection. Beyoncé and Jay-Z have mastered the art of controlling visibility. They allow glimpses into their family life on their terms, ensuring Blue Ivy's exposure is carefully curated and limited. When she performs or appears publicly, it happens within tightly controlled environments, with security protocols ensuring that she is protected not only physically, but emotionally. One of the most fascinating aspects of Blue Ivy's story lies in her name and the legal battles her parents fought to protect it. Shortly after her birth, Beyoncé and Jay-Z moved to trademark the name Blue Ivy Carter, not for vanity, but for protection. They wanted to ensure that her name, her brand, and her legacy would remain firmly under their control. The move led to a years-long legal battle with a wedding planner who had previously used the name Blue Ivy for her business. In the end, the Carters prevailed, securing the trademark rights and ensuring that their daughter's name would not be exploited commercially without their blessing. It was a brilliant and necessary move, because when you are born into a family where your name alone carries global weight, safeguarding it becomes as essential as guarding your body. Blue Ivy Carter may be barely into her teenage years, but she stands at the intersection of music, fashion, and cultural influence, protected by generations of wisdom, strategy, and love. And as she continues to grow, the layers of security, support, and carefully crafted visibility surrounding her will only strengthen, ensuring that her future is as protected as her legendary past. Next, we meet another young heiress to a modern dynasty, a child adored by millions and raised among unimaginable luxury. Coming up, Stormi Webster, daughter of Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, and her life inside a billion-dollar empire. Stormi Webster, growing up inside a billion-dollar empire. From the stages of global music tours to the colorful playgrounds of luxury estates, We now step into the world of Stormi Webster, a child who has never known anything but the extraordinary. Born on February 1st, 2018, in Los Angeles, Stormi is the daughter of Kylie Jenner, beauty mogul and media powerhouse, and Travis Scott, world-renowned rapper and producer. Her very existence made headlines around the world after Kylie, known for her reality TV fame, managed the nearly impossible, keeping her pregnancy private until Stormi's birth announcement sent the internet into a frenzy. From that moment forward, Stormi's life has been one of dazzling privilege, meticulous protection, and endless adoration. Even as a toddler, Stormi was more than just a celebrity child. She became a brand in her own right. At just 2 years old, Stormi inspired her own limited edition Kylie Cosmetics collection, featuring products wrapped in pastel packaging, adorned with butterflies, and her name in delicate script. The launch was a massive success, proving that Stormi's influence could move millions, quite literally, even before she could spell her own name. Stormi's everyday world is a fantasy land of luxury. Her birthdays are legendary. Her first celebration was nothing short of a theme park, dubbed Stormi World, complete with carnival rides, custom merchandise, and celebrity guests. Each year since, her birthday parties have grown even grander, each one more extravagant than the last, blending fairy tale wonder with Hollywood glamour. But beyond the parties and photo ops lies a fortress carefully built to protect her. Kylie Jenner, once the youngest self-made billionaire, has constructed her life and Stormi's around layers of security. Their homes are equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance systems, motion detectors, and round-the-clock security guards stationed inside and out. Stormi's personal security detail travels with her to school, family vacations, and even to playdates with cousins from the Kardashian Jenner clan. Wherever she goes, invisible shields of protection ensure that no threat, no risk, no unwanted intrusion can ever reach her. Even in the skies, Stormi travels in absolute safety, often aboard Kylie's private jet, a customized aircraft painted in soft pinks, complete with luxury leather interiors designed with Stormi's favorite details in mind. Her closet, too, reads like a miniature couture boutique. Stormi has been spotted wearing custom outfits from Dior, Balmain, Gucci, and even matching mini versions of Kylie's own designer ensembles. But for all the glitz surrounding her, Kylie remains fiercely protective of her daughter's privacy. Despite growing up surrounded by fame, Stormi is carefully shielded from social media overload. Kylie has publicly stated that she intends to keep her children off personal platforms as long as possible, controlling how and when Stormi's image enters the world. It's a strategy rooted not only in love, but in lessons learned. After facing her own trials under the relentless glare of public life, Kylie is determined to give Stormi the space to grow, dream, and choose her own destiny when the time comes. Kylie has even said, "Stormi is my legacy. I'm raising her to be smart, kind, and driven, but she will decide her future." And while Stormi is still young, the foundation is being quietly laid, introducing her to concepts like ownership, branding, and creativity, all under the gentle guidance of her billionaire mother. Stormi may grow up surrounded by designer clothes, private jets, and exclusive events. But behind the luxury lies an unwavering focus on something even rarer: security, stability, and unconditional support. Because in a world where fame can be fleeting and danger can lurk unseen, Stormi's greatest treasure isn't her fortune. It's the carefully built fortress of love and protection surrounding her every step. And next, we shift from the stages of Hollywood to the corridors of political power, meeting a young man who lived his early years in the literal shadow of the White House. Coming up, Barron Trump, the quiet giant of America's most scrutinized family, and the extraordinary security that has shaped his life. Barron Trump, growing up under the spotlight of power. From Hollywood to high politics, we now shift our lens to Barron Trump, the youngest son of one of the most powerful and controversial figures in modern American history, Donald Trump. Born on March 20th, 2006, Barron William Trump entered a world where fame, fortune, and influence intersected with intense public scrutiny. Unlike his older half-siblings, Ivanka, Eric, and Donald Jr., who built their careers inside the Trump Organization and the media spotlight, Barron's childhood was kept largely behind closed doors. While the Trump name dominated headlines, Barron lived more quietly, shielded carefully by his mother, Melania Trump, who was determined to provide him with as normal a life as possible. Yet normal was never really an option. When Donald Trump was elected 45th President of the United States in 2016, Barron's life changed dramatically. He became the first boy to live in the White House since John F. Kennedy Jr. And with that came unparalleled security measures. His very movements became classified operations. Living initially at Trump Tower in Manhattan, Barron occupied an entire floor dedicated exclusively to him. A world within a world, complete with private security, bulletproof windows, and round-the-clock surveillance. A necessity rather than a luxury when your family name is known around the globe. After moving to the White House, Barron's security detail expanded exponentially. Protected by the United States Secret Service, he lived under constant surveillance. Agents stationed at every doorway, armored convoys at the ready for every outing, his schooling and daily routines planned meticulously around risk assessments. Even simple activities like attending classes or playing soccer required advanced coordination with security teams, background checks on classmates' families, and contingency evacuation plans. Standing at over 6 feet 7 inches tall, even taller than his father, Barron often caught the public eye despite efforts to keep him shielded. Yet through it all, he maintained a quiet dignity. Classmates and teachers have described him as polite, humble, and eager to blend in, despite the invisible army of agents always a few steps behind him. But the world around Barron became even more dangerous in September 2024, following a failed assassination attempt against Donald Trump during an event at one of his Florida golf clubs. Although the Secret Service thwarted the plot before harm was done, the incident triggered an immediate escalation in Barron's personal security. Today, Barron moves under enhanced protection protocols, often accompanied by plainclothes Secret Service agents trained not only in defense but in swift evacuation under fire. These agents carry discreet but powerful shields designed to cover Barron at a moment's notice, along with hidden communication devices linked directly to national security command centers. On campus at New York University's Stern School of Business, where Barron enrolled in 2024, these agents blend into the background, invisible to the casual observer, but ever vigilant, forming an invisible wall between him and the dangers the Trump name can attract. Despite living under extraordinary circumstances, Barron's demeanor remains remarkably grounded. Fellow students note that he refuses special treatment, preferring to walk to classes like anyone else, declining photo requests, and focusing quietly on his education. He carries the weight of his family's name with quiet resilience, navigating a life where even the simple act of walking through a campus courtyard requires layers of planning and protection. For Barron Trump, childhood has never meant complete freedom. It has meant living under a constant invisible shield, a reminder that in some families, even youth offers no true escape from the realities of power, fame, and danger. And as we reflect on these extraordinary lives, one thing becomes clear. Whether royal, celebrity, or political, the children of the world's wealthiest and most powerful inherit not just privilege, but immense vulnerability. And protecting them becomes not a choice, but a necessity. From the towering gates of Buckingham Palace to the private jets of Los Angeles, from secret underground bunkers to the glimmering estates guarded by invisible armies, the lives of these young heirs are shaped not just by luxury, but by constant vigilance.